We are live. Oh, I am not on. Okay, my video. Actually thinking. Sorry. Oh, now I'm buying a mirror.
For what?
Or do be like much better. See, before coming to class, how I look. Now I look very strange, but it's fine. Hair is growing too much. Need to cut. Each time I think and forget. Anyway, so we are beginning with Sankocha. Now we are to the point we discuss the technical aspect of it, like analytical way, non-dual, non-denial, inclusion of philosophy. We see that it's only the point of view and the play of Shiva, his knowledge, because it's the same mind, intelligence, ego, and awareness. We have all together only four things and millions of books about it. So they sing in this way that yeah, it's only this, and each philosophy, each person coming to realization, giving its place. So it's the universal knowledge, Shiva dancing. It's a different dance or whatever. This way we see. Now we come to the practical point. Practical methodologies. It was all philosophical way to protect the mind. Understand philosophy, understand different techniques. So techniques are divided in 4 or 5 ways to recognize the self. And one of the way is working for contraction and expansion and going in the Spanda principle. And seeing everything, expansion, contraction, like Freud was seeing everything too. So you need to fix your mind. Like he was seeing everywhere only this two conjunction of vagina and penis, even pen, even dot, anything, no screw. So everywhere is seeing the same principle coming up. This way we also see the same principle of Spanda everywhere, in small action, big action, with the techniques already divided, some on sense organs, some on mental processing, some are beyond intelligence, but different kinds of techniques and the way of living, we develop an eye to recognize. Like right now we are talking. So something expanding, at the same time, something contracting. With the Shakti is always dynamic, always dynamic. Even if she looks nothing, but still it's dynamic. Dynamism is there. The whole Tantra we are learning in dynamism, in movement, in action. Our soul is dynamic, is not a constant soul which was nothing to develop or nothing to change, changing. And this changing process, like we are keeping the awareness of the self. And here, ego is equated with the soul. So this ego is dynamic. It appears that soul, we keep on purifying, interacting with intelligence. So we need to develop really everything moving, and in that we have to be. This way, in dynamism. Ego is dynamic, intelligence is dynamic, awareness dynamic, the self-knowledge is dynamic. So the Spanda. So when we work with Shakti, we work with dynamism. We don't even imagine that there will be a second she will be relaxed. It's always moving. So this Sankocha and Vikasa, we need to see that they are happening at the same time. In language, we say contraction, expansion, contraction. We need to put words before or after. This is our bakery. But when it happens in beyond or in anywhere, even it's happening normal life, but if you observe from beyond, you will see, oh, it's contracting, expanding. No? Like physical body, we say, oh, it's dynamic. But if we relax, we see that each cell is expanding and contracting. Body. When we go in meditation to find out beyond physical body, pranic body, we see energy body. So if you go in Shakti, means we are entering in energy, and only energy we can begin with our simple energy by breath. Prana. There must be higher pranas, higher energy, more vibration. But I will say that begin with prana. Understand this contraction and expansion. So if we meditate on prana, we can see breath going in, breath going out. But in tantric breathing, which we have beats or others, the way of breathing, different techniques, the breathing is contraction and expansion. So if you relax, let the breath go the way it's going. Don't worry. It's going in the lungs, physical way, it's moving. But in psychic way, even in the beginning, you visualize that your whole body is expanding and contracting. Movement happening. So if we visualize in prana in that way, let the physical breath go in way. And if we become alert, we will start to sense that whole energy is expanding and contracting. With this technique, we can enter in the energy body, and then we forget about physical body. We will have no sense of physical, only energy moving. And in that, each breath will show contraction and expansion. While in the highest stage of Tantra practice, this we say, oh, watching on the breath, we say, oh, this center is energyless and fully energy filled at the same time. Our experience is that it is fully energyless and at the same time full with energy. So this is the description. If you go with the Shakti to the last, oh, she eats the Mahakal. No, first Srishti Kali, and then the last Mahabhairava or Chandakali, who is eating the Mahakal himself, absorbing it. Means absorbing everything into it. And it was the beginning also. From this absorption comes the Srishti Kali expansion. When you experience this Srishti Kali and you are seeing yourself moving in millions of years, how you will transform and how you are moving, you are expanding in a way, and at the same time, your psychological ego contracting to finishing. The psychological ego is dying at the same time, and another is expanding. So this expansion and contraction happening at the same time in everything, everywhere, all the time. This will be your mind like fried.
I realized that to see this contraction and expansion, you have to be in outside of the process, to be observer.
That's the point here. You can be observer of bakery. You can be observer of your pranic body. You can be observer of your mental body. You can be observer of your science, like Vigyan Kala. There. But you can't be observer beyond that because you are that. This is the thing. You keep on with observer. It's always duality. You are the knower. I am the knower. This is my physical body. This is how nerves going. This is how pancreas. This is how I can maintain the blood sugar. This is how I can change my joints. Physical. When I go in energy body, I'm again a witness. I'm gaining the knowledge. If I'm breathing like 3:2, mind different. No, I'm like this, energy different. I'm out of this as an observer learning, but I'm learning the processing. This is all processing. I become more alert so I can see, oh, one thought, oh, my energy changed, my blood pressure changed, my nerves changed. One thought, one idea in mental body, in one idea, oh my God, it's changing so much. One idea, just one thought, and you learn, but still you are an observer. Then you start to become a great scientist. You all started to know quantum physics, all mechanism you will know. You will know the sound and light converting into each other. Finally, you come to quantum physics and you will say it's just the pattern of energy which giving birth to Shabda. World. It's just pattern, just mandalas. only mandalas. Nothing there in the cosmos, in energy way, except mandala, and each mandala is a word and energy. You come to the same tantric principle, yantras, mantras, tantras, no, like this. So finally, you come to now, if you are a meditator, oh, it's the light, oh no, it's the sound, it's Pashyanti is the same. Oh, this word become this mandala become this word. Symbols changing, forms becoming sound, sound becoming form, Pashyanti. Still you are an observer. You are watching, Pashyanti, you are seeing it. After that,
Yes, you will have to become observer of the
finally,
observer.
non-dualism is going to
Yeah.
come. Finally,
Observer of the observer.
observer becomes the observer. That's the thing. In all para, like if you meditate on, suppose on Kundalini, this is not different practice, no? This is Vaha practice, 5 practices. I'm just explaining it. Another practice of centralization. This is contraction and expansion. This is centralization. So you go with the concept, idea of centralization, whole body, physical body. Centered is vertebra, physical aspect of it. Now you go in prana, spanda. Oh, you centralize your whole energy in center. No sensation, nowhere in centralized. In center, you say, oh, the big light. So on the center of that center, the center of that center, the center of that center, you keep on going to the center of that center. So there is one pipe, another pipe, another pipe, another pipe. So you keep on moving. You say it's 3.5. So after 3 penetration of this, when you come, there is no movement. There is no breath. Breath is fully contracted. Energy is fully expanded. And then breath fully finishing. I breathe, therefore I am. This is Jiva. The fundamental concept of Jiva, I breathe, therefore I am. That's the fundamental axiom over which we begin spirituality. All techniques, I breathe, therefore I am. And now breath. So if the breath is not there, and still I am. This is fully calm, no energy, and filled with all energy. So in final, there is no witness. Witness is an inferential way of meditation. Yes, there will be always a witness. But there comes a point, observer becomes the observer. Shakti and Shiva, that's a technical explanation is, Shiva and Shakti are not two. They become one. This is final. But if we begin from Bakri, our experience different. Madhyama, different. So these practices will go all the 4 levels of practice. Any technical practice of all the Shakt, some Shakt Upaya, some Ana Upaya, some Sambha, and some Anuttar beyond that. No technique, until everything is a technique. That's the beyond one. So beyond one experience is fully different. Before that, you are a witness and you are practicing and experiencing Spanda in different energy level, and different intensity. And develop the eyes. Let's see what this AI is suggesting. Yes, so here, no, where I went to, maybe, maybe here, yeah, this one I was looking for. So I asked in all the different kinds of books, if some reference is there for practice. So I find there is a Karika's Shaktopayas, no? Like in the processing, some by others, different techniques. Some is Shiva Sutras, different techniques. some both kinds of techniques. Vigyan Tantra, yes. Breath interval, it's the expansion into universe. There are many imagination techniques there of infinite expansion and contraction. So now we are going in the technical part of it. And we may practice one today, no? On Shakti,
Yes.
on Ispanda principle. We will practice on Ispanda principle. Malini, Vijaya Tantra, yes, all this. Netra Tantra, we already studied. And we studied, I think, chapter 7, 8, and 9. Conquering Death, chapter 18, Shaktopaya. But this conquering death technique we did in Sambhopaya, we have technique in Vigyan Tantra. Techniques divided into two to conquer the death, like whenever you want to die, you die, and to conquer the dream world. Create the dream, direct the dream, make the dream the way you want. And also the death is also a part of that dream process. So you can easily postpone, convert, whatever you like to do. So this technique was divided on two, and that's beginning with breath.
And we also tried the Agori techniques.
Aghori will try the same one. Aghora tries the Tantra Loka same techniques, all death techniques, all death and conquering. So Aghori will also try on this. This also goes through the focusing on third eye. And you watch the breath on third eye only, not in navel, here, there. Focus on, this is the Netra Tantra technique to open the third eye. So your concentration is on third eye, and you watch the breath coming and going from the same point. You sit it there, no whole awareness. So you are noticing any change happening in the third eye processing and sensation. Watching that, this is third eye, Agya Chakra. So here we do alchemy, no? You say and things happens. Like this imagination and reality are not two things. So whatever we transform, it happens from this, we go to this one. I take the person on this one. And this has been my favorite technique in the beginning, in the teenage. So you concentrate, and that should be in sitting position, like fully sitting position. Slowly, you will enter into a realm where imagination and reality are not two. There, you just, this much awareness you should have, that you just imagine this whole energy falling in your heart. And that's the completion. But this in two parts. You practice only half. You keep on practicing half on third eye, watching the breath and experiencing, going into it. Once you come to a zone of imagination and reality is one, it's your idea. You give one idea and it's realized instantly. And you give the idea of this enlightenment, this whole thing, all things descending into my heart. And you imagine and it happens. And it happens and then you conquer. So this is one way, conquering death. We did not do this one, but I think we might have done in Vigyan Tantra, or if not done, we can do it. No matter. And general, this is all research. This is this AI techniques, Om Namah Shivaya, this, that, mudras. Jayadev Singh Ispandakarika. For translation, CG. This I have, Jayadev Singh. Yeah, I have, I think. And Vigandara, I have these books. Christopher Wally's works on Tantra, I did not see. But it must be something else. Malini Vijayata Tantra, let me know. This one. I ask if Tantra Loka is the more nice book, everything at one place. Yeah.
Book is big.
So here it's going, vikasa means expansion, is expanding into the world, like dancing, Shiva going into the world, and contraction is coming to the place. Here also, this way, like you want to relate with the whole humanity, everyone on this planet or whatever. So if you want to go here, inward and outward movements are synchronized. That much you want to expand, that much you will contract inside. And expansion will happen. So you go in your heart, cave of the heart. We say cave of the heart. And there you find yourself completely alone. And from there you can connect to everyone.
Yes, because this is the point for other dimensions.
Yeah. So here you need to see, develop that, if contraction happening, expansion also happening. If expansion happening, then contraction also happening. So develop the eyes to see both at the same time.
Yes, then you can find the center.
Yeah, whatever we find, find the center. But we see one-sided.
Yes.
Like depression came. So what's happening? Contracting. Energy is contracting, but we are not seeing what's expanding.
Because expanding happens in other dimension. You have to go into the center and then see that expansion is happening.
Let's suppose depression. It's happening inside. Person is contracting, ego is collapsing. But contrary to that, if you will be spiritual, you will be very happy. Oh, in meditation, the ego collapsing, because at the same time, expansion will be happening. The joy of that. Here, person not finding expansion. It's only seeing contraction. So we will say it's a mental disease. Because mind cannot comprehend the universal law. It's stuck. So we will recognize it. So in spiritually, we will say, oh, you are diseased, you are sick. Even you are not suppressed or depressed today, tomorrow there is a chance. This path will lead you, this direction will lead you to the point. So there is a seed of disease in you. If you are not seeing both together, and if you are not experiencing both together, you will have no joy of life. If joy of life is missing, someone is going mad, only expansion, not seeing the contraction, blind. Someone is becoming depressed, seeing only contraction, not seeing the expansion. So any disease here in spiritual is just you need to do some eye operation. You need to learn some fundamental principles and train your mind to think. Even if you are choosing this philosophy of self-recognition, practical techniques of this, adopting into the lifestyle, no? So we must make the four fundamental pillars complete. And that is philosophy, methodology, lifestyle, and rituals. Combine these four. If you combine these four, you are intact and no diseases, mental diseases coming and affecting you. If you are experiencing anguish, depression, or something, you just see what mistake I am doing fundamentally and cure it. So here, no medicine needed. Only people go mad in practice. They don't listen to the guru, do their own, and some nonsense they do. And here guru is needed, what? Just to remind you, look, be with the principle, be with the philosophy, be with this logic, and don't run here, there. Follow this. Be one-pointed. That's the only thing guru keep on reminding the disciples and seeing if he's doing one way, breaking some law, reminding the disciples. Look, here also breath control, hum, sa, so hum, very basic technique, but works very nice.
And can you one more time explain the difference between hum so and so hum?
Let me see. It's how hum sa practice is coming here. 29. Inhale sa. exhale, hum. This all the time, somewhere, something somewhere, something somewhere. Inhale, hum, so hum. This keeps on changing because in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra it was different. Actually, I think it's changing because there are two kinds of technique. One living, one direct liberation. You are not involving in the world, and one you are going through the involvement of the world. I would say if you want to, here it's going inhale saw and exhale hum. But I do inhale hum and exhale some. Maybe I'm only practicing for liberation.
No, I think it depends on where is the M. It's inside or outside. It's the
I
difference.
do inside hum, outside
Because
so.
the energy go up, and
This is
when
Ano
you
Upaya, no? You have to recite.
yes,
And through Ano
yeah,
Upaya, you have to go subtle and then go beyond using the same technique.
hmm
So in the beginning, it's very bakery, like you are producing, like you are taking in and producing inside hum, taking out, producing outside so. I never did it opposite way. Maybe I do and see. Then only I will be able to guide the difference if I turn it opposite. But I do like this, and in this, nothing remains a problem in my mind. Anything nonsense goes out by itself. Any question becomes the answer just by this. Any question I have, it will turn to answer. Just practicing this. No, nothing
hmm
more. Hmm. So I rely a lot, but I do differently. I inhale hum and exhale so.
because I think that when you inhale hum, you inhale everything and feel that the center is inside of you. I mean, but when you exhale hum, you mean center goes out and the and you are empty. You emptify yourself. So it's the opposite. I don't know. Maybe like this. Maybe not.
This experience is different. I do differently. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing only for enlightenment, but this is technical. I need someone from because it's changing. In Ayurveda, different. Here, different. There, different. Okay, never mind. Creative visualization, bhavana. You can use emotions if you have, or pure rationality. Aham. These mantras. Okay. Ritual emission, reabsorption, kula yoga, rituals. Meat, wine, intercourse. We are not going to go into this. Panchmakara. No?
They mention 3 makaras, not 5 makaras.
Only 3: meat, wine, and intercourse. In Kula
And
principle.
it's the real life of many people. It's not
Anyway, we are not going into these techniques. Mudras, yes, we can use. No? Mudras and energy
Mhm.
focus, yes. Different mudras, khechri, or different mudras we can use for the expansion. Bhairav mudra, Bhairavi mudra, many mudras we can use. No? I use Bhairav and Bhairavi basically. Sometimes khechri. Mantra installation. Mantra also, effortless awareness. This is the best one, but this Anupaya, the final effortless awareness. After all this practice, nothing beyond that. You just observe natural pulsation with force. And everywhere in nature, you recognize the same principle. You are doing nothing, following no techniques, just observing, becoming, and experiencing. This is the last where we reach by any technique. Not so much interesting, but interesting. So there are, what I want to say, that there could be many techniques for contraction and expansion, and many layers and levels. Basically, we divide in three layers, like where you need the support of something. Then you release only support of your awareness. You can hold the awareness. And there comes a point which goes everything beyond. There you experience something come down and you see, yes, now I know the truth. This is the glimpse. This is the reality. Words means this. Like now words, you can see the words and no confusion about it because you have experience. Until you have experience, yes, everything is confused. So what we need to see, then again we come to the technological part of it. Each person, its composition, its five elements, its kapha, pitta, vata, and its five perception, sense organs, its elevation, whether he is in the first very intense sadhak or medium,
Mhm.
or just beginning very slow processing. Slow processing, so mantras, Om Namah Shivaya, watching breath, this, that, no, little bit more than imagination, more processing principles, philosophies, understanding. We go to the until the intelligence to the understanding base, and one beyond, and one more beyond. 4. So we come back to the same technical part of it, understanding. Understanding the whole system is philosophical part, no fight at all with anyone. Philosophically. Find a way
Mhm.
to include them into you or develop an eyesight view. One more role of philosophy. When Swami Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna Paramhans when he was in intensified state. When sadhaks are like when I was intensified state, every second's going feels like going in vain. Life is becoming meaningless. Why 1 second I am wasting? And in that intensity, if you are looking for Guru, Vivekananda went to Ramkis Paramhans. He was very intelligent. He was not intelligent at all. But when he is speaking God exists, he said, such a intelligence, what is the proof of God? No? But intensified Vivekananda, if you have seen, show me. This is how the reals are. Otherwise, you are a fake guru. No? If you cannot show me, you are a fake guru. So when intensified state, each disciples moving like this, going to a place and so, oh no, it's a fake one. No. You show me. If you can show me, then I will accept you as my guru. And this was his condition, Vivekananda. And then Ramakrishna Paramahans showed him. I think he just put his feet on his chest or something, like just like energy transmission. There's no way. He cannot argue. He is not educated. And coming from devotion side, doesn't have a logic to argue and prove. So he just throw the energy. And through energy, he understood that, yeah, this is the experience. So experience is a different phenomena. And beginning of sadhana, going into the path, you begin anywhere, wherever you are, whatever suitable. So you want to see contraction, expansion, you can start with the sense organs, then we can go more subtle, pranic energy level, then mind level, then more understanding level. Understanding is also expanding and contracting. One understanding expands, another dies. So this process, just understanding that she is eating, everything is dying, and everything is being born at the same time. Recognition. This whole thing is a recognition only. Recognize it.
What about Ananda? Ananda is also contracting,
This is,
expanding.
yeah,
Oh, Ananda.
Ananda is, yeah, same way. When you enter into the Ananda, one way you will be expanding. I am infinite.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have infinite knowledge. I can see everything. I have infinite wisdom. One way. Another way, all your psychological ego will contract to zero. All knowledge which you had before will come to nothing, zero. And you say, oh, nothing written in the books. It's all lie. People talking, all lie. But all lie, but this lie helped. So one way you have respect, another way you are not dependent at all on any of the form. So one way you become very free, then one way expanding in freedom, another way contracting your destiny, which was made in 2 seconds when you realize this. So one way you realize a lot of freedom, another way at the same time destiny is made that you cannot go even little bit left and right from your destiny. That's done in few seconds. So this recognition, this just a joy, mysticism, to see the riddles. What is this? No, you just wonder, what is this? There's no answer. But what is this? Everything is everything, light is sound, sound is light, then this, then that. All will become one, kind of. And one knowledge, with the reference of one experience, you can see everything. Just with the reference of one experience. This is the truth. And then you can read books and see, oh, this person understands this much, not. Everything is cleared. So this is Ispanda principle, recognition. Recognition.
Yes, yes. And yesterday I read one tale in Christianity. There is one of the tales about Jesus Christ. He went to the desert and 40 days fasting. And at the end of the fasting, the devil came and asked him three things. First, do you want to make bread from the stones? The second is, do you want to make miracles? And the third, to make first two, you have to pray for me. That's it. So if you choose devil, you can make miracles and make bread out of stones. If you this is the point of recognition.
Yeah, this also warning, Patanjali warning, everybody warning here. It shows that yes, you will get, but Siddhi is yes, and also this story is same like principle of Charaiveti. Don't stop. This is not the here. You keep on moving and keep on denying not this, not this. This is not God. More. This is not God. Otherwise, any devil you can make God. Any devil you can stop, and this devil will become your God. So this is also a teaching that if you go in the process, a lot of siddhis will come. A lot of people will come, combine with you, do this, I can give you this, I can give you that. What is devil? He will not descend from the sky. The person will appear and say, oh, give this knowledge, this, I will give you, make you a lot of money, rich. Just follow me. Devil will say, just follow me, I will make you rich. What else? They will give you power, sex, and money. Only three things. Nothing more. You can be trapped under devil. God, not neither of these three. Moreover, you will transcend the sex. You will have no desire because you can have more blissful without it and less problem. Money, you will not be bothered about at all because insecurity will be finished from your mind. And power, you have so much power that you don't want to enjoy power is controlling one idiot or two or 10 or 20. So in all the way, it says that in many ways, these symbolical stories, whether true or not, don't go for true or facts about it, but teachings showing on the path, if you 40 days going fasting, when we go in Vipassana, a lot of power comes. I was doing vipassana only once, sitting in the room for 21 days. One time 7 days, that's vipassana in that way with many people. One time 21 days, one time 1 month, one time 3 months, and enormous power. Enormous siddhis will just come and pass through you. Just say yes one time. Say, and they will say yes one time. You just surrender yes, and the powers immediately there to control the world, to rule the world, to bring money, everything there. Powers has a lot. If you are sitting silently doing nothing but a lot of things happening with your meditation. You are contracting in a way, you are dying, but another way you are expanding. And the powers just ready. Just ready. You just say yes, sex, money, and power. And they will there. But then your all energy will be utilized.
Will be not yours.
Not yours.
Yes. Somebody else will own it.
Somebody else will use it. So, 10:42. What to do? Should we practice something technologically?
Yes, yes. Better practice, yes.
Which one? Conquering the death? Or just to experience through? I mean, we should use breath or not? This is the question.
I don't know, up to you. How do you feel?
It's better works which practice I have done. That works to teach. I don't know. I like this idea of self-recognition and awakening of third eye, opening of third eye, and seeing things as it is. The second part of conquering of death are not depending on your imagination, like if you can hold yourself there. But seeing it, the truth, seeing it easy with the breath and focusing only on third eye. No mantras. No mantras.
Okay.
Yeah, focus on third eye. Let's see, because you have done Netra Tantra, so it might work. And this technique is to conquer death. The mantra is Amriteshwar Bhairav. Amrit means nectar. One who is the god of the Bhairava, who is the god of the nectar. Immortality. So it's all immortality, control over death, dream, siddhis. Remember, in this process, they will come. Lottery ticket, no? Easy. Billions dollar, easy. Send this vision, easy. No? Very easy to combine and relate with powers. Very easy after this. So that's where the warning. And particularly if you do it in silence continuously, like 21 days or 30 days or 40 days, you will be done with that. Only problem will come, the Jesus and devil story will come in the middle. I have done it with mistakes. Who doesn't do? If you are mistakes and mistakes. I have done so many mistakes there. But learn through that.
And Jesus also fasting. It's fasting 40 days dry fasting, or not dry. Okay, some fasting.
Yeah.
And it's...
But isolation and fasting is a part of the process. You just don't want to eat. Very simple. And if you take a target like something, like take this technique and go for fasting, and at the same time technique, done. You are done in 21 days. 40 days is too much. 30 days I did. So each day intensifies too much. So 1 week is different. Then after intensifies 21 days. Then after each day will intensify. Then after 10 days more means a lot of intensification. I think it's 42 is the number. 40 or
21,
21
plus
28,
20.
1 month of moon cycle, 28 or 29, and then 42.
Yes, 21 plus 21, it became
42.
440.
42 is excellent. Like you will get it around 42. There is no way if you go through a proper technique and proper suggestion, no way. You have to experience. Not only this, a lot of things in processing. A lot of things
But
you will move. So much knowledge that even one is enough to make millions in this
but
world.
uh, but another, you also mentioned 25 minus 1 is
Is
0.
one. Yeah. Is
Oh, is
zero.
1 or is it?
That's your intensity of this. If you keep on practicing and you miss one day, suddenly you come down to the, because it takes years. Actually, with experience, I tell you, it's not, we say yes, if you intensely you go, but it takes slowly builds up. Psychosomatic system will build up, body will go through a lot of changes, sometimes intense pain in the body, sometimes you are tired just like this, sometimes full with energy, like balancing it. And then after like few months, 6 months, 1 year, slowly, if you move within, builds up, which you will not notice that intensity is building, and you are developing capacity to handle that knowledge. You need to develop with this. And slowly, I think for me, within it takes 3 years to build continuously meditating without any gap. Yeah, sometimes it happens, 21 minus. It doesn't make so much sense that in 1 year, if you drop for a few days, you can cover it. But not in the beginning, that you did 1 week and then you disappear. It will happen nothing. So, yes, it took 3 years, it took continuously building up, and then it started to blast. The last 6 months, then from all your work, from pranic body, it will come to convert, it will start to manifest in physical. Last 6 months is bizarre, completely bizarre, because too much experiences. When it starts to finally descending from pranic body to physical, and your senses will realize the truth. Tantra, no, it goes opposite. Senses will see the truth. And that position is lost. Complete, you lose your, because nothing will match what you have studied and listened.
And a few days ago, I have a dream about these senses. In dream, I can feel the truth from sense from the smell. So if the person came and I can smell his and I can realize is he telling truth or not from the sense of smell.
Sense of smell in dream, yesterday I have very less sense of smell in the dream. Usually you have visuals. 2 days before, this my cat Philip, I was sleeping very nicely, no? And in the night, I see he came, jumped, and do potty. So, and just potty came on me, and then smelling bad. And I wake up, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. No? So dream, and because it happened, because anytime he comes, and when I don't give him attention, he will do potty there, particularly knowingly, to ask attention. And I was very much disturbed. When I was teaching, he just come my side, do potty and go, when I was not there, because I was not playing with. And in the night, I saw with his smell, the dream.
Mm-hmm.
So in dream, smell means you wake up immediately. Without smell, you can remain there. But with smell, you will wake up in the dream very fast, because it's the earth element. Smell is the earth element. And
Mm-hmm.
here means now your nervous system is synchronized with, it's not cut off. The motor organs are now joined because you're smelling. So if you hit someone on the dream, you will hit really on your, with your hands will move here. So this synchronization usually not there with the smell in the dream, because it will
Yes.
connect to the motor organs, the mind, and body will start to move same way as in the dream, and you will wake up. Usually with this smell, it's very difficult to remain asleep. You will wake up.
But in my dream, smell is connected to this truth or lie recognition. I mean, it's like the smell of truth, smell of lie.
Yeah, because you are
Smell of.
kinesthetic, no? I'm not kinesthetic. I'm not so strong with sense. Yeah.
But it's, and maybe because I also read one article, they describe the blind people which had problem with nerves or with the brain which recognize the images. They connected the nerve of eye to the tongue, and through the tongue, its tongue is connected to the brain, and this means that if the people see the light, they have some feelings in the tongue, and through this feeling they can recognize light or darkness. So it's the very interesting. Uh,
Oh, so also giving me good idea. Let's begin with the tongue. Stop the mind. Focus on third eye. Then begin the technique. Okay, let's begin.
Mhm.
Begin the technique. You are kinesthetic, no? So begin with your senses. Sense the contraction and expansion in your tongue. Begin with the Spanda principles and directly with the tongue. So same tongue is the same like a pond. So if you throw a pebble in the pond, the ripples go around expanding and this will be sinking. The stone will be sinking, going to the center, and on the surface, ripple will be expanding. That's also an example of expansion and contraction. Same is the tongue. Every thought and idea is a pebble dropping at the pond of your tongue, and it goes rippling around. Sense this vibration. So if mind is processing inside, that will reflect on your tongue. Sense, you are kinesthetic. You can sense the vibration in the tongue. At the center will be no vibration. Center of the tongue, no vibration. Around the periphery, maximum vibration. Remember the third eye. Center to center, heart to heart. Center of the tongue and center of the two eyebrows. At the center, you will be contracting. At the periphery, you will be expanding. If the periphery will contract, the center will be expanding. Third eye, fully silent, tongue, and the breath. So centering at the tongue, connecting it to the middle of the eyebrow will calm the mind. Fully silence will start to descend. And you not like to think in this. So when you come to a point that you don't want to think anything about, just want to be, you are established. You are established on the path. And here you have to be. Wait, be, enjoy, watch, be with the process. So, binding the mind, you see, mind contracting, ideas, thoughts becoming less and less, pulsations becoming less and less, and silence descend. This is the half of the technique. It goes like this and this and this until a light appears at your crown. Half part is done in the day and half part is done in the night. In the day, you will practice only this much. In the night, when you go to bed, lie down or sit, and before sleep, light will appear at the time you should be aware and just realize to absorb this all light in your heart, and this is it. That night will be experience night. You will realize, see what this all it is. In the day, anytime is this much practice. Your effort is until you start to feel, I don't want to come out of this process. I want to do it more and more. That is your asana here. You say asana. And then pranayama, breath. And here it's a tantra, asana, and pranayama, and directly enter into samadhi. So how was it? Just little, just to show you the path.
Yes, the vibration, firstly, it was connected with the breath. I mean, breath, breathing through the tongue. And then, yeah, I start to see that, yes, there is in the center, where is the center? And in center, there is no contraction. It's stability in the center of the tongue. And then connected with the center of the eyebrow. And it's some kind of kichari mudra. I mean, the energy goes
Kichari
through the
mudra
tongue.
comes when your tongue will go by itself up. You don't have to do it. But in this process, when we are doing in tongue can also be dead, fully down, and it can curl up. Like this can curl up. By itself, go and touch the upper palate. But don't do it. It happens by its own.
Yes, and by energy, I feel the energy is going up and down, up and down. So it's like a special nadi connected with this and tongue. And yes, and yeah, it's very, and yeah, there is a will to stay as long as possible. I mean, it's
It's
like,
a very fast technique to control the mind. Very fast one. Like, and if you continue, then immortality. Death, conquering over death is not easy. Not easy. If you get it, means almost all the knowledge you have. But yes, devil you will meet on the way for sure. That's no way here.
but I think there is some point which shows that there is, because in India you don't believe in devils. there is no difference between God and devil.
Yeah,
It's
here
the
the God,
same.
here devil doesn't have, here God becomes the devil. No, Indra. Here we say the gods, even the semi-gods or demigods, like not the transcendental God, but except transcendental, all gods have same problem like humans. They have ego issue. So even Indra will say, oh my God, he's meditating and he will have enormous power. If he will just desire to become a king, he will become. That's his power. So with this power, all political powers are very much afraid. They are afraid that if this person really desires, he will become and he will take all our powers. So they are always afraid of this kind of people. Then they play the role of the devil. Give him some money, give him some bounty, somehow distract him from the path of meditation because it's going towards infinite power. And who knows, his mind changes in the middle. So here, devil and God in India has the same problem with humans, a little bit elevated, but they cannot attain truth. They don't know truth. Remember, they are demigods. They don't know truth. They can execute work. They have powers to help you, support you, but they don't know the truth. They are in Maya itself caught. And transcendental, that God form is different. Param Shiva or Sri Krishna, that form, or Rama, that form. That is a different. But down there is all other forms are the same problem with human mind. And they said, even the Indra is the god, but he sees somebody meditating, sends his women one upon another to disturb his, sends them one, ask someone, what do you want? So if you see Indian mythological story, and we represent the devil and good and bad side, then bad side people meditate and take some powers and become happy. We call it asura. It's not tuned. Asura means not tuned. Sare Gama, untuned. So untuned people, not untuned to the truth, they will move forward and they will get some bounty, and that's it. And at another time, the another people will keep on moving. Indra will come, give him power, take money, take this, take that. No, so they will play with fear and greed on his mind, and all stories you can say. Anybody meditating, then you will say first fear or greed. The devil will play with two things. Either first he will intimidate you, you did not become afraid, you remain sitting, then greed. This person is not afraid, give him greed. So devil plays with fear and greed. God doesn't play with this. So if you don't get caught into your fear and greed, you keep on moving forward, and then you got the truth. So if you want the truth, keep one desire of truth, nothing else. That's the point here. And here will be no devil coming. You will manifest by your own energy. Be into that state and think of manifesting anything, it will be manifested. If you can, but that will be the end of your journey. Don't ask for God, Ananda, bliss, realization, truth. That is your truth. Be with
it. Okay, thank you.
See you next time. This man is becoming lazy. He's doing